What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Bedrock edition of Minecraft. Today I've got a big update for all of you Bedrock fans out there. Not only have I brought over my custom color maps from the Java edition of Minecraft, but from my toolbar here you can see that I also have a couple of variants on display. That's right, there are now custom recipes for the dagger and the katana in addition to the standard toolset. Now, before you click away to go download the updated texture pack and the behavior pack, I would strongly encourage you to stick around till the end of the video because there are a few details that are going to be important for you to know. First of all, obviously this isn't everything. There are a lot of additional variants that I want to bring over to the Bedrock version of Minecraft. It's a very time-consuming process, and I didn't want to make you guys wait. I have a big update for you today, so I'm going to go ahead and put it out there, and then I'll be updating it over the coming weeks and months. If you want to be the first to get your hands on the next version of the behavior pack, I'm going to be posting it directly to my Patreon as I work on it. So if you want to get it before it's released to the general public, head over to my Patreon page, support me there, support the future development of the pack, and you will be the first to have access to all the variants as I add them to the pack. Now, secondly, I still haven't found a good tutorial on how to make custom item models for the Bedrock version of Minecraft. I know there's some other packs out there that have done it. I can't make sense out of them, and I haven't been able to figure out exactly what program they used or how they did it. I know Minecraft has some documentation on this, but it seems like all the tutorials are about creating custom entities, mobs, etc., not items. I'm still working on it, but I think the priority is going to be bringing over all of the one-handed variants, figuring out the armor, figuring out the rest of it. Now, speaking of the armor, you can see I have the heavy armor here right now, but I've actually added all of the armor variants as subpacks. So for the short term, I think the right answer is subpacks for the armor, custom items for the weapons and tools. All right, so you can see here, I've got the Grimdark 1.7 showcase. If I go in to edit it, click on the resource pack, you can see that we have the battle pack active. I just click this gear, and now I can switch to whichever armor set I want. This only adjusts the look of the armor. There's no difference in the functionality. I think that's the way to go. Again, the intention of this pack was to give you guys the ability to customize your look in-game. Now, I may eventually add some additional functionality and create custom recipes for all the armor, but for now, this was the quickest and easiest way to give you guys access to all the variants within one pack. So let's go ahead and switch over to the Royal Armor, and I'll jump back in-game, and you'll see that all of my armor will have switched to the Royal variant. And there you go, there's the Royal variants in-game. And what I'm wearing on my character is just dyed leather, so I figured I'd show off all of the standard armors behind me, and then you can see how the armor dies on my character. Let's take a quick look at the light and the standard, just so you guys can see all four in-game. And here are the light variants. And finally, here are the default armor variants. So if you don't click that gear icon and you don't make any selections, this is the armor set that is going to show up when you use my Grimdark Resource Pack in-game. Now, like I said earlier, I do have custom recipes for the dagger and the katana. Functionally, they are identical to the sword. So they do the same amount of damage, they have the same amount of durability, they have the same enchantability. Now, there are a couple things I haven't dialed in about the variant swords yet. There is pretty good documentation out there, but there's not documentation on everything. So you'll see here, if I try and break this block with a regular wooden sword, it's pretty fast. I think it's slightly slower with the variants. Now, repairing the custom items works very similar to how you would repair the normal items. You can't repair, say, a wooden sword with a katana or vice versa, but you can use another katana to repair it, or you can use the base material to repair it. That all works. I'm not sure I've got the repair values just right, so let me know if something's off there. Now, like I mentioned earlier, there are crafting recipes for daggers and katanas. So obviously I had to change the recipe up a little bit, and what I came up with is actually the base material in the same orientation as you would use for a sword, and then it's a piece of leather instead of a stick. That is going to get you your katana. For daggers, we're going to start with a stick, then a leather, and then the base material, and that'll be your dagger recipe for all of the items. Now, I went ahead and planned out the recipes for all of the variants. I'll probably share those with you guys at some point. I tried to keep them pretty similar to vanilla recipes without making them too expensive or too complicated. So in most cases, I've either adjusted the orientation of things a little bit and it's still just sticks and base material, or in cases where it was not going to be possible to create a unique recipe for the item, I've swapped in leather or string or something like that that's relatively easy to get early game and doesn't dramatically increase the cost of crafting the item. All right, guys, so you've seen in the background here, I've got the fall colors here in the spruce biome. Now, one thing that is a little bit different in the Bedrock edition to the Java edition is I don't think I have the capability to split off each tree type. So spruce has its own color palette, birch has its own color palette, and then everything else shares one. And you can even see here, like vines also get that coloring, which vines in Taiga, that is Bedrock exclusive. That is not something that happens in Java. So I was surprised to see that, but I don't really have any way to control that, at least as far as I know. Much like the Java edition, all of the Taiga biomes, you get the fall colors on these trees. The spruce obviously stays the same since it is an evergreen tree. Now, with the spring biomes, I wasn't able to target specific biomes. The way that the default color palette seems to work is it sort of applies to multiple biomes in a group. So rather than just targeting the flower forest and the sunflower plains, I opted for the plains biomes in general. This is going to include sunflower plains. It's going to include regular plains. I think there's even a couple other plains variants biomes that you're going to get these colors in. But I did keep the colors basically the same as they are in the Java edition. Obviously, I wasn't able to split off the dark oaks. So we've just got the sort of fuchsia color, and then we've got the lavender color. Those are the spring colors for the plains biomes. And then, of course, like we saw earlier, those are the fall colors in the Taiga biomes. Now, I did forget one small thing about the behavior pack. In order to actually access the variants, in order to use that behavior pack to get katanas and daggers and get those custom recipes, you're going to need to enable holiday creator features. That's the only way that this works. I believe it's still a feature that's in testing. I'm hoping that eventually this will just become part of vanilla Bedrock. But for now, my behavior pack does require you to turn on this experimental feature. Now, of course, the behavior pack is not required for all of these new features. It's only required for katanas and daggers and then the rest of the item variants as I add them. If you just want access to the subpacks with the different armor types and you want the biomes and some of my other block textures, you don't need to use the behavior pack at all. There's no dependency there. So make the right choice for you. Oh, one last thing. You can see here over on the left, I have fixed my bookshelf textures. I can't figure out how to change the top and bottom texture of the bookshelves in Bedrock. I haven't been able to find an example of it. The code says it's looking for bookshelf_top. I've tried putting that PNG everywhere in the resource pack and it never changes the top of the bookshelves. So for now, I just switched them back to oak bookshelves. Obviously, they've still got my custom book textures in there. I think they look a lot better still, but it is frustrating that I can't spruce those up just like I did everything else. I think that's all I have to go over. If you're still watching, thank you for watching till the end of the video. I really appreciate it. It not only helps my YouTube channel, but it also helps support future development of the pack. If you guys have questions on anything that I didn't cover in the video, please leave those down below and I will answer them as quickly as possible. Now, if you haven't already done so, be sure to hit the links in the description down below and go download the updated resource pack and the brand new behavior pack. Check it out. Let me know what you think. And I'll be back again real soon with more updates for the Bedrock Resource Pack. And like I said at the top of the video, I'm going to be adding all of the variants to this behavior pack. It's going to take me a little while to do so, so be sure to follow me here on YouTube. And if you want early access, be sure to follow me on Patreon. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it there today. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you for downloading my resource pack and my behavior pack. And I will see you all again real soon. Bye for now.